Now, as I said, I didn't attend Sumner, but I always have thought everybody that went to Sumner, even if a person didn't achieve as some did, as many did, but it's still something about the culture, even the funerals, to me, it's just, it's something about your culture is different. It's interesting.
Well, it certainly was different, because you
Yes.
couldn't go nowhere else.
That's one
Yeah.
point.
And you want to talk about
You know,
what's different, that's it.
that in itself, in that the state of Kansas had to change the Constitution to create Sumner High School. But let me say, yesterday, day before yesterday, Carol sent an email about Ed Dwight. Carol, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Somehow, I don't know if we can get this on our website.
Yeah.
And I hope you get a chance to look at the YouTube. Now, you know, they've done to us in Kansas City what they did on the continent of Africa. They divided us up into groups like Strugglers Hill, Douglas, Sumner, and all this other stuff. There's no boundary lines. You know, what happens at 3rd Street affects us. We got the same problem. But Ed Dwight, if you look at those videos, I looked at one of them, and I finally heard the real story as to what happened to the monument on DC up there. He was supposed to have done that. And he goes and I looked at 45 minutes and the phone rang and I didn't get back to it. But I hope that somehow we can get this on there. But I hope everybody in Kansas City can take a look. Carol, thank you.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I wish you'd send it to me too, but I can't.
well, we still have it. I mean, it's,
Yeah, send it to me and I'll send it to the webmaster.
Now, Archery sent that to me
Yeah.
from Colorado, and my thinking when I saw that, I said, something's wrong, because for him to do something like that, I don't know, like if his barber is ill or something, but something, because that was, you know, when people traveled, I mean, they went to his the museum, because he had, you know, he had all these pieces, and people could visit, and they could purchase and stuff. So I know he's older. I know when he gets older.
He's in his 80s.
Yeah,
He's
well,
probably tired.
yeah,
But to hear what happened up on, in DC, well, he actually had the contract, you know, there was a lot of controversy about it. But he goes in detail, he's writing a book about what happened.
okay.
And how he said, I could have still been working on a project and made money, but I chose my morality over doing some other things.
Politics.
But it's just an amazing story. And the people who really blocked him
Were our people.
was Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. And here again, it was when I say that, it's back to, and I don't know how to say this another way, look like the more schooling, I don't call it education we get, the more ignorant we get. But it was an example of the Alpha Phi Alpha had the final say so by the government, but they got to going so far until the Alphas got in these meetings, but they were in over their head, and rather than listen to him or listen to somebody who knew what was going on, they went on their own.
Yeah.
And they, not only did they sell Eddie, but there was no American from any color participated in that monument of Martin Luther King. And he said, even if you look at it very closely, it has a slant of miles on it. But they did not allow any American to do anything on the thing of Martin Luther King. That is an awesome video, but it has several of those on there. And Carol, I don't know, but I thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the rest of them. What would you think in terms, he talks about growing up here at 7th in New Jersey, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff on him. His mother, every other year, when she lived in the high-rise out here, she would invite me to make a presentation on Black history. And so she gave me all kinds of stuff. I've got a whole thing on it. And the statue y'all see in the house that he gave to Lily. And Rawson he gave one to Rawson to Mr. Brown. And when he was here about 6 years ago, I said, Eddie, how much do you think this is worth? He said, oh, it's just I don't want to put a price on it, but it'll be worth more when I die.
And that's the truth.
So I'm ready to sell now. I'm serious because, you know, when I got to think about about it when I'm gone, that could be any day, that's what my kids gonna do, so might as well do it.
And use it a little bit for yourself.
Yeah, anybody, you know, if anybody got
You
to
gonna
take
put
it,
that in
go
the
back
museum.
home.
You gonna put it in the museum.
No, I ain't giving nothing else, I done gave enough stuff away, I'm on, everything else I got, I'm gonna take care of
Well, I
nothing
tell
else.
you what, that sculpture that he did is when you're getting ready to go into Canada, and that river there,
Mhm.
and you stand there and look at that, and those people, they're just like they can speak, and they're like, come on, you know, and you're looking at that, I said, my goodness gracious. And then on the other side, it's another, it's like two, you know, they're one on one side is saying one thing, and on the other side is saying something else.
Yeah.
They're together, but I have never seen anything like that in my life. And you can see, and it's up high, so you like, and you're looking at these people and these slaves, and they're like, come on, you know, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. If you ever get a chance to go up there, you have to see it. It's hard to explain. I took a picture, I don't know what I did with the picture. And I looked at that, I said, my goodness gracious.
Well, it's on the video, they got the video.
Do they have it on there?
Well, you know, it's, when you think in terms of,
Will you listen a minute? I got it on tape.
Oh, you videoed it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, because we couldn't, I said, I've never seen
We
it.
got it on.
well, you know, when you think in terms of, here's a young man from Kansas, little city, who's an international figure. And now, I did, Village West, they've got a little thing back there, got his name mentioned there. They've got Will Chamberlain, but there's nothing in Kansas City, Kansas to commemorate an international figure. You got him, there's nothing over here with Charlie Parker.
Yeah,
You know, there's
that's
nothing
true.
over here with,
Yeah.
Bullet Roman, who's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There is nothing in KCK to commemorate, or John Clinton.
They got Charlotte Parker being born in Missouri.
Oh, no, he's born right down in
Well,
I know where we were.
Yeah, but there's nothing over here to commemorate him.
But they got it in the thing, the archive thing, and he's from Kansas City, Missouri. I said, no, he's not.
No.
I told you how they changed the history.
Well, you know who delivered him? The man who delivered him was Gerald Thompson at the last house down on Washington Boulevard.
Dr.
S.H.
Thompson.
Thompson's uncle.
Yes.
And now he's on there,
Gerald
he's one who delivered Charlie Parker.
He delivered a lot of us.
Gerald Thompson?
My whole family.
Gerald,
All my brothers and sisters.
who's that?
Gerald
Gerald
Thompson.
Thompson.
Okay. Well, you know, growing up, I never heard of him.
You never heard of him?
He was it.
He and Dr. Davis.
Dr. Davis.
See, you haven't seen anything on Dr. Davis. Dr. Davis was an awesome man.
I got a stack of stuff on him.
You talking about
He's one
him?
of the most outstanding persons in Wyandotte County.
He used to stop and talk to us, my sister and I, every evening, because he knew and he would give us his, never would I remember everything what he said, because we said, well, how did you make it in college? You know, we just asked different questions. He loved to stop and share his life with us, you know, talk about his life.
Well, you know, the story is interesting because, you know, his daughter, he has a whole museum in her house, a portion. And he was, you know, he lived near the border of Mexico where he was born. And his father was white, his mother was domestic, and that's one of those things that happened in the house, and, you know, and they couldn't do nothing about it. So his father was, his real father was white, sent him to Maher right out of high
Yeah,
school.
he told me.
He graduated from Maher, and then he came back here, went to Sumner Junior College.
Yeah.
After he was practicing, we got the yearbook, it's up in the alumni room. He went to junior college after he practiced medicine. Got his medical degree.
Well, that was our doctor, because I remember walking up the long steps. I mean, I think we were like 30 steps to get to his office. And you know, go to the doctor, and the floor would creak. And they always had this big dog running in, and I'm like, wonder why, well, Hortensia had that dog running in. But doctor will see you now. Doctor will see you now. Oh yeah, he was our doctor from the time after Dr. Thompson. Then we started going to Dr. We went to Dr. Davis until he retired.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he was the second black pilot in America.
Yeah, he had his
And
own
he was
plane.
inducted into the American Pilots Association
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. He did movies. If
He
you
did
if you
everything.
go over to the
Yeah.
18th and Vine and go to the Negro Legs Museum, that little room there where they have the video, that propeller from the airplane is off his airplane. And he got the screen thing there, the film that he produced called A Lust for a Woman.
I think he was before him, that figures, yeah, that
I didn't say that,
Before
that's
he
what you
was-
said.
was before his, you know, he was way before his time.
He was quite good, sir.
He was ahead of his time.
This is so interesting, I tell you, I told you Sumner rights or something.
Oh, yeah, and, recently, two summer rights been accepted to The Reason to Believe, Joanne Collins and Ron Harlan. We have a ceremony next month.
Well, are we finished?
I guess we are.
We have a motion for adjournment?
I move,
So
so
moved.
move. Good night.
All in favor? Yeah.
So we have to go back out the way we came in.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting.
You all should do a little more of that history at some time or another, so
We'll
we.
charge you the next time.
No, you are almost rich and famous.
You got to pay no allowance. Nothing's free no more.
Okay.
Well, I sure appreciate everyone's support of me and my family during the death of my daughter, because we're still just trying to, one moment at a time.
We've been going through it a long time, Carol.
One
Don't
moment
just,
at a time.
don't just,
Yeah.
And I
don't
would
just
really-
go right out. That's one of the grieving things, take a long time.
We were in the midst of our support group when this happened, and I was telling the people that were there, I said, well, I'm right here with you, because I need to be right here, going through it with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start next year.